Hi, this is Ayman Chef. Basically, I'm a mobile application developer, doing mobile applications and games as well.
Little bit.
It's based on Flutter, and I'm very happy to share that I did a mobile game that based on Flutter, and actually it's a mobile game portal. It has a collection of games, and it's been like a quite long journey developing this game portal, and by today, I successfully able to reach 1 million downloads downloads of organic growth. And the reason that why I did choose Flutter to do the development of this game portal, because I wanted to see the opportunity to have the pixel perfect UI implementation, because we do kind of strict UI UX designs based on Figma, and we need to do the exact implementation as it is, the UI wireframes, and this will not be possible without Flutter. And as well, we need to have out-of-the-box animation implementation, like doing complex implementation with ease, which will not be that easy if we did it with something either Flutter. And of course, currently we are keeping updating with the Flutter, because we have the great news that Flutter team is announced with the previous Flutter event, which is Flutter Forward. They announced the new render engine, which is simpler. This will allow us to have out-of-the-box performance for the in terms of the animation. This is like a sneak look. It's the game portal that we designed. It has casual games like XCO, basketball, checkers, and shatranj, and so you can play the game. You can choose whatever games you like to play. You can play with your friends. You can search for random players. You can play against the computer. You can send the invitation to your friends with a specific game. You just select it and then send the invitation to your friend, and that's it. And also we have kind of social features, like you can have a conversation with your friend. It's text-based and voice-based based on all parties see. We also have a leaderboard for each game. It's ranked all the players based on the score, and so. And of course, you have your profile and other stuff. And yes, let's have the game up to the bar.
Okay, so I saw during the event that you still love. I think so. You have little bit leaned towards native platforms. I saw.
Yeah.
So what differences you felt personally between native and your Flutter?
As I stated, actually, one of the major takeaways of the Flutter is we have the pixel perfect access, which we can draw, or we can yeah, to implement whatever design we have based on the flexibility of the Flutter widgets. We can implement through the canvas or through the screen, and also the easy way that we can do the animation for whatever component, UI component within the screen. That was super powerful comparing to the native frameworks.
Good. And what architecture you have followed in Flutter?
In Flutter, basically, because we are not that complex, or we are just two people, me and my friend, and we used to do the state management based on GetX. But in terms of implementation, from architecture point of view, it's based on MVVM.
MVVM. Right. Great. And do you have used any animation packages, or you have used what animation?
Okay, we do. We use two animation packages. The first one is Animate
Animate
underscore do.
you.
It's animation package and available in PubDev.
Okay.
And the second package we adopted it recently. It's announced by the team that developed the Wonders app, which is G Skinner. The G Skinner team announced released a new plugin for the animation called Animate, Flutter Animate. And for this package, we actually did some kind of interesting animations as shown here. When I open a game, you see like shimmer animation here, and you see this scaling, bobbing up
Yep.
and down.
Yep, I
This
can
is
see.
based on animate, and this is looping animation.
Okay.
Yeah. And for the other animations, yes, that's like this one, the
Okay.
fading one, and this connected sequence one, we use Flutter Animator. And for example, this one, and also for this one, like you see here.
That's nice animation. Yeah. Fantastic. Cool.
Yeah.
So you have used any native code base here and integrated with Flutter? It's completely Flutter, or?
No. For the implementation, it's completely Flutter from A to Z.
Okay.
But if we take into consideration the plugins that we are using in the game portal or the Flutter game, is we use WebView, because some of the games is based on Flutter itself.
Okay.
Some of the other games is based on WebView, which is hosted outside the app, but we have WebView within the Flutter application, and it mirrors the games. But what is around, like the social features, the communication, the chat, the voice chat, and the other features, it's actually based on Flutter.
Based on Flutter. That's cool. And did you anytime face any jittery effect while developing the app? You felt this is challenging, and if you faced, how did you solve?
Okay, one of the challenges, to be honest, because when we such games or such apps that have a huge image assets and the UI, like animations, we used to work with Lottie animation for some part of the animations, like animated content. We faced some issues with the performance with the first versions of the Lottie. And also the hot reload wasn't capable to, like, if we add the new asset like image or JSON file for the load animation, and so we need to reload the entire app to do a complete reload, and that was kind of annoying. But recently in the Flutter version 3.7, they announced that they have the asset changes, or adding new assets is now supported with the hot reload. That means we don't need to do complete app reload from the start, and you need to do the same sequence to reach the point that you was working on it. And so on.
Yeah, that's great. And for testing, do you have created testing framework, or how do you test your app?
Basically, we only now do UI testing, but we don't do unit testing. Because as I mentioned, the code base is really huge based on the effort that we made in the game portal. But and as well, we are a few people, just we are two people. That's it. But we do some kind of UI testing. Okay, so that's great. And the thing is that your app is this much, it went to this many people, 1 million you said already. And during production time, if something, it should not break. So what are the preemptive measurement you are taking so that code shouldn't break or something? Do strategize? Actually, we do kind of... we integrate the Firebase analytics. Okay. We have custom events. Okay. And most of the actions that within the app, like the button clicks, the opening some kind of features of your friend list or whatever. And we know the frequency or the percentage of the frequency of the growth or the time that this kind of event is happening. If we have seen any kind of drop or so, we can figure out there's something wrong with something there or here, and then we can do an action. Okay, that's great. I think so. And any suggestion you would like to give means for bigger scalable app? What suggestion you would like to give to new developers or company or whoever may be watching your video? What you would like to say means to go for such complex animated games or something like that. Would like to give some suggestions? Yeah, recently, as we know, Flutter has already had the potential and still has a really very big potential in the future.
Yep.
That's will be brought or will be bringing by the new render engine, which Emperor. That Emperor is now will be supporting the 3D rendering, which opens the door wide for the developing games based on 3D and so, because now the Flutter is just rendering 2D. But with Emperor, it's now has a preview support for the 3D rendering, and yeah, this will be opening a new door for new kind of 3D games. And actually now Flutter has some game engines, Flame and other game engines that is currently based on 2D.
Okay.
But yeah, the future when Emperor will be fully supported and stable, because Android and iOS will be having a huge potential to do 3D games.
Okay. That's great. It's a really valuable interview. Thanks to